Alright, we got some information out of these goblins. We'll tie their mouths, gag them, tie their hands, maybe send them off. Maybe we can send them off out this door, actually, if they don't come back. And if we find them back here, we will, yeah, we'll just kind of threaten them with a much more torturous end. So we'll cancel the spell. They run. We now have some general information. I don't think they'd probably mention the trap, so that will still be there if we go that way. I think once we find out that there's an owl bear in this room here, and King Grawl here, with probably the dwarf in there as well, I'm thinking the party will go this direction and forgo messing with the front half of the castle if we can avoid it. So this is now turning into a stealth rescue mission for Gundren. We'll put Gundren here. Okay, here goes nothing. The gang creeps up, and we send our thief through this curtain again, and he will attempt his stealth. Wow, he's been hot on the stealth trail lately. He comes up and listens at the door. Give him a perception roll. Wow, nails the perception roll, and hears the two hobgoblins talking here, and creeps open the door. Creaks open the door, I should say. Perception on these guys is not great. They made it by 2. He made his stealth by more than that, so he gets a peek in to see 2 hobgoblins standing here, just kind of hanging out, talking. The description says a stone brazier full of coals glows in the middle of this small barracks. 4 straw pallets are lined up along the east wall. The wall to the south is collapsed, but barred wooden door in that direction is still clear. A curtain hangs in the archway to the north. Yeah, and they're more or less keeping an eye out, taking turns, just kind of peering out the arrow slit here, watching the back. Okay, and with that, these guys will come up and join. I think things have been going good with the glue spell. These guys are a little bit more brutish. Perhaps we could block their exit if they try to run or something. Or let's see here. Let's formulate a plan. It's times like this that I wish I had the silence spell. I wish I had taken that. Note to self, eh? That's always going to be useful for infiltrating places. Okay. I think we're going to try again. Oh, last time it didn't go well, did it? Okay, we're just going to bust in. We're going to all run in, and I'll attempt to cast the spell once we're in. So, yeah. Here goes. Flint runs straight in, blocking the egress. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, these are just kind of mats on the floor. Well, 1, 2, 3. Rush in, and him to there, and him to there, so he's standing kind of beside. Actually, let's put him there. We all burst in, and at that point, it's initiative. Yeah, these guys are on sentry duty, more or less, so they're kind of ready. We run in. They get the initiative. They have to draw their swords, actually. So they draw their swords, and what are they using? They have swords and bows. So they can defend with those swords, but they do not get an attack because they're drawing them. Actually, no, they can't defend with them, can they? They can only dodge. Since we ran in, oh yeah, that was our only move. We don't have to run an attack. We could have ran an attack last turn. Kind of could have attempted. That's a 12 for the axe from Flint. That will hit its mark. The Hobgoblin will attempt to dodge and fails. Okay, the first damage dealt, and it's a doozy. We've got a 10 damage. Oh, the Hobgoblins are wearing chainmail. These guys came to rumble. 10 damage. 4 is absorbed by that chainmail. Okay, we're down to 6, and then we add 50% because of the cutting damage, so we're back up to 9 damage. That's nice. Okay, that puts him down, drops him to 1 hit point. That's still a mighty blow. Hobgoblin makes a health check. He needs a 12 to stay on his feet. Oh, and he drops. Lands, just crumples and drops his sword from the pain he's suffering. Poor guy. Mace from Cedric. That's going to be a miss. He needed a 12. Yeah, he needed a 12. And next round. Oh, does our mage want to do anything? I think he's just going to chill for a moment. We're going to need him. Okay, initiative. 3s, we go first, unless they're fast. No, they have the same move as us. Okay, another axe. Yeah, he's gonna step up, and this will be a move and attack, I guess. That's a miss. And try and attack this guy. He had to move because it was rough terrain to get through there. And there's an attack from the mace. Oh, I rolled the wrong dice. He can parry this time, and he does. Hobgoblin parried. Hobgoblin counter strikes. That's a hit on Cedric, just barely. Right on, actually. Cedric will try to block with his shield and does so. This Hobgoblin makes a health check to shake off the stun, and he does so, and grabs his sword. No, next turn he can do that. Initiative. They go first. He grabs his sword and gets to a kneeling position. This guy attacks Cedric. Let's keep this moving on. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you here. This Hobgoblin attacks Cedric. Cedric uses his shield. Fails to use his shield. And takes 1d8 plus 1 damage. Again, rolling just straight up, not converting. Just rolling the damage dice as per D&D. Because it is a little bit high comparatively to what the damage for these weapons and the user's strength would be in GURPS. So because it's a little higher than it should be, I don't bother using the wounding modifiers. He does 1d8 plus 1. That's 5 damage. Oh, and Cedric has DR of 5. Damage resistance of 5. The what is he wearing? Double mail. Okay, it's our turn now. Flint. Oh boy, does he ever land that one. This Hobgoblin, the healthy one, attempts to parry. Needed a 9, rolls a 12. That's a fail. Here comes 2d6 plus 1, so that's 8 damage. 4 of it is absorbed by that chainmail. Man, these guys are well armored. And then 50% wounding modifier on the chop. So that's 6 damage to him. That drops him down to 5, and that is half his hit points gone in a single blow. A major wound to his torso. He tries to make a health check and fails, and he drops like a sack of potatoes and drops his sword and drools on the ground. Cedric with the mace. That's a miss. Ah, that is a hit. 10. He brings down the mace on this guy. He can, in his slobbering, stunned state, he tries to dodge. He has a -4 though because of the pain and suffering he's suffering. So that is a hit. And Cedric hits, bashes. Ah, yes, the chainmail doesn't protect as well against the mace now, does it there, foo? At only DR of 2, he deals 7 damage, and that's enough to crush his rib cage. Gotta love blunt weapons against those chain shirts. Okay, at this point, initiative again. Oh, they go first. This guy stands up and takes a swing at Flint. Yeah, he can't really get by. They're kind of... actually, they're in close combat. Okay, let's take this back. He stands up, and he can't move this turn. Well, he could. It would be a move and attack. He's going to try and shove Flint aside and make a run for it. That's what he's going to do. Contested strength going on here. We've got a 9. Okay, he succeeds by 4. Flint's pretty strong. He's just as strong. Succeeds by 4 and succeeds by 4. Yeah, tie goes to the defender in this case. He tries to shove Flint aside and run by, but it just doesn't work. And that is... So that they had initiative. They are in close combat, so it's hard for Flint to get a swing at him. He can't, actually. With his axe. He can shield bash, though. He's going to shield bash. He'll use his shield skill as his attack, so he needs a 10. That's a hit. The Hob Goblin tries to dodge, and oh, that's an 8. He's got a dodge of 8. He dodges the shield bash. It kind of glances off of him harmlessly. Cedric turns. He's at the perfect range, arm's length with the mace, though. He swings the mace, and yeah, that's a hit. The Hobgoblin attempts to dodge. This is his second dodge within 1 second time span. Suffers a -1 to that and fails. Here comes some more pain. Yeah, that chainmail shirt won't protect against the mace of Cedric. Oh yeah, this guy had, what did he have? He had 1 hit point. So he feels that 5 damage. And he's dropped. That took a whole 4 seconds. That was a rip-roaring good time. Okay, well, at this point, our information, assuming that these little buggers didn't lie to us, we think there's an owlbear here. We think there's King Grawl here with Gundren being held hostage. So, oh, what do? I wonder if we could control that owlbear and get that, unleash that thing into the king's chamber somehow. Don't think we can make that happen. Okay, let's send up the thief. We'll stand back here behind the curtain, ready if things come to blows. Get the mage within line of sight down there, and yeah, he can probably hear some talking in there, muffled voices. So he attempts to hear, and he cannot quite make out what's being said. He fails that by 1 on his perception check there. He probably hears a little bit of speaking in their muffled voice. He knows that somebody is, in fact, in there. There's no way to know. Alright. Fortune favors the bold. We're gonna just get up there. We're just gonna get up in there and mess things up. Mess people up. Is anybody injured? Yes, we're injured. Okay. Before we go in there, whoa, not so fast there, cowboys. We'll shut this door, and we're going to rest for just maybe even a half hour and get some potions in us. Okay, first of all, Cedric will attempt to heal. He only needs to heal for 2 hit points, so he needs a... He fails. That's another fatigue burned. Down to 6. Okay, that will do it, and he will heal, so that's another... he needs to heal 3 points. And that's going to be 2. He's down to 4 fatigue points. Down to 4. And then if he rests, they rest for... Okay, they can probably sit here. They will be ready to fight. But they will rest for... Can we get away with... What do I need? I need 6. I can recover 1 fatigue every 10 minutes. So 60 minutes is all I need to get back up to full. So we'll rest here for an hour. We can probably manage that. 1 hour. And Cedric is half dead. He's down 8 hit points. Everybody else is... Oh, no. Cedric Seaver needs to be healed as well. He didn't get fully healed. Second time today. Nope. He failed every other time. 11. Ah, good. He made it. He's going to heal Seaver up to full. That's another 2 points. Okay, so we just have to wait an hour and 20 minutes. I think we can get by. I think we can pull off an hour, a couple hours in here. These guys wouldn't be disturbed by any other denizens. Let's say it's a 1 in 8 chance that somebody comes by. There's an 8. No, I always go for the 1 is the random encounter. Okay. So everybody's healed up except Cedric. Cedric will drink. He's got to drink that second potion, I think, is what he's going to do. Both potions gone. We had 2 of them. Let's just mark that off right now. Yep. Unfortunate, but it has to be done. We're getting ready for, as far as we know, it's the boss battle. It is actually the boss battle. Here is the potion, 2d4 plus 2 in healing. Oh no. The minimum possible. What is with that luck for that poor cleric? Okay, so I heal 4. Darn it, I needed to heal 8. Heal 4, so from 7 at least, and back up to 11. Okay, good enough. It's gonna have to do. Okay. Wow, that potion was a real dud. I'm not gonna buy from that place anymore. Okay. And we bring the group up and get ready to bash this door open and rush in. Get everybody ready.